Everybody, it's Jeff. Of course, as soon as I turn the camera on, the furnace wants to start. Anyway, this is part 16 of the MiniArt uh, Armored Lorry B-type 1/35th scale. Okay, let's see if we can get the radiator in and a few more linkages. We're getting closer to being done every day, so it won't be long now. Let's go down the bench and we'll see what we can get done. Okay, be right back. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys. I'll try real hard to keep things on keep everything in frame this time. Boy, I was really way off in the last video. Um, I've got the radiator glued in. I did that off camera, wasn't that big a deal. But what I did do that was really fiddly was get the radiator hoses all fitted. The hood fits really, really well now. So there's the radiator hose, the top one, and you can't really see the bottom one down. There is an ever so slight gap. I don't know why on the bottom one. I'm going to have to fiddle with that a little bit more. I might be able to move it forward just a tiny little bit to get it to line up. I'll do something with it. I won't leave it like that. Anyway, the radiator should be, the glue should be fairly well set now. Next, what I need to do, I've cleaned the glue off of, the white glue off of this edge and off the edge of this cowling here, so when it comes time we can glue that together. Here's the gear shift lever. This is from step 38. Let me show you here real quick. Okay, we've got A49, BC23, and BC18 that will go on the side of the frame, but we've got to put the floor in first. And I'll put the muffler and exhaust pipe and this skid plate in pretty close to the end. So let's go ahead and get this put together. I'm going to need to put the floor in first. So here's all of our pieces right here that we need to put in next, and I'll paint them once they're in. It'll be no big deal. This fits just very, very nice right here. I know it's kind of hard to see with all the stuff in the way. This is getting to be a really delicate kit. Anyway, that's where the floor goes. We've got that little shelf for the fire extinguisher to set on. We got to make sure it's under that and pushed all the way up forward. What I think I'll probably do is I'll put a little super glue on the front edge, and then I'll put some extra thin on the back edge. Okay, just to make sure it stays in there really nice. Let's get a little of this going here. I like this gel. I went ahead and ordered some more. It's the Loctite Super Glue Gel Control. You can kind of put it where you want it, and it doesn't run all over. Get my just put a little here, and it sets up fairly slowly. You can work with it for a while, but when you push the two pieces together, it sets up pretty quickly. Since I'm gluing paint to paint, I'll do it this way. Okay. Make sure I'm in the right spot. There we go. Then I'll put a little glue right here. And that's bare plastic to bare plastic. I've cleaned all that up. Okay, so that should all be good. Okay, the part that we need to assemble will go in this little slot right here. Oop, I felt like I had glue on my finger, but I guess not. Okay, this is like the shift quadrant, and there's a couple of, gotta make sure it's in the right direction here. Let's see here, there we go. This will go, there's a couple little bumps that stick out on the edge of the frame here, and those will just touch up against that. So we need to assemble this first. Put this in here. Look like so. Okay. Let's see here. Put some glue on here first. And then I'll go from the top. And this will go from the bottom. This is the, leave it to MiniArt. Put lots of detail in there. Ooh. Go like so. Okay. I'm wondering if I should paint that before I, wouldn't be that big a deal to let that dry a little while and then just spray it. Or I put it right here. That's where it goes, right there. I think. Yep, that's correct. That's where it goes. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and let that set up a little bit. And I'll go ahead and spray it. I've also got a couple of more linkages. Here and here. More thin, really thin parts. And once that gear shifter is on, this will go in front of it, and it'll go right here. Okay, so I might go ahead and spray it too. I can go ahead and put a little glue. Let me get my white glue and we'll mask off those spots. And I just use my, let's see here. I try and bring the lights in close to where everything's lit well, but then the whites really get washed out. Just put a little glue here and then it'll just clean up with a little water. No big deal. Doesn't take hardly any. Okay. This is a really handy thing to keep your toothpicks in. I used to just have them in a little, like a little shot glass sitting there on the counter or on the table, and boy, I was constantly knocking them over and having to pick them up. Okay, I want to mask off this spot right here. And right here. Right there. And it's amazing how many places they actually glue. So we're going to have a little bit right there, a little bit right there. Okay, that's going to keep things from being paint on paint. And then we've got this, a little bit of glue here. And a little bit here. And that stuff will set in no time, and then we can paint them. And then a little bit right here. Okay. I'm going to let this stuff set for just a little while, and then I'll get them sprayed, and I'll be right back. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Well, I messed up again, guys. I left the camera running the whole time I was off using the spray booth. And then when I came back, and I thought I was recording putting these parts on, and I turned the camera off. So anyway, trying to get it in a place that's going to be delicate, or not going to be too delicate. I've got these, if I can get it bright enough you guys can see them. I'll put pictures up at the end, but I got the ship lever and the brake lever put on, and all the linkages and everything. Okay, I'll put a picture up. That's going to about do it for today, I think. I want to let this stuff set up really well, and then I'm going to do some touch-up painting. And then when we come back tomorrow, I'll plan on putting the fire extinguisher in, the steering wheel in, the gas pedal, the horn, all that kind of stuff, and getting it all ready to button up the cab. I still got to do something with the headlights and the front armor, and then basically we just set the bed on and glue it in, and some decals, the exhaust pipe, and a few other little things, and it'll be done. It won't be too much longer. Okay, so I'll put some pictures up here in just a minute. I'm sorry, I was sitting here gluing away and talking to myself. Yeah, I got the linkages and all that stuff painted up and in, but anyway, not the first time, not the last time. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, okay? Have a great day. Bye-bye.